And we raced till we got the fastest two trucks here in West Plains, and then that's the championship race, and the winner will win 30 points towards tonight's toughest monster truck title. But then after this race, after racing, after freestyle motocross, it's time for our grand finale. How many of you guys came here tonight to see some high-flying, car-crushing monster truck freestyle? Once played the Missouri and incredible rendition of the national anthem from Brianna Lake. Thank you, Brianna. But next, now, you're going to see all these monster truck drivers strapped in and ready to fire up here to start the show. Your first event, once again, of that strict contest, two chances for each driver to do the wildest, craziest trick that they can. Wheelies, stoppies, big air, who knows what you might see
sorry. I know it's gonna probably drown it out, but it's yeah, I know. If I had an upgraded camera, I would do pretty well on the camera. But I did get a inside ride on one of the monster trucks, so I will be posting that soon. I mean, the last video I did inside of a monster truck got 1.3k views, or 1,300 views, but this year was a different truck, so it should be epic. But yeah, we have a few good trucks for a good lineup. Dirt Crew, that awesome dump truck and a monster truck. He's been here last year, in the last few years, because I'm guessing he's a local. Tailgater is a Missouri native, so. Now, since the trains have been kind of quiet lately, I haven't been getting a good train watching weekend. I caught one late night cold train. I'm getting ready to post that. I just gotta do some editing and all that, but so they just got done a freestyle. Now I think it was a trick contest. Now I think next up would be the race segment, two trucks versus each other, and I think after motocross is going to be in the middle of the show, and then at the very end of the show is going to be the free-for-all, like full-on high-flying action, and it would depend on battery life, because I have to save my battery life until a little bit onward. So the motocross, I think it's going to get warmed up, so I might do the first two segments. if it cuts in and out, hey, as long as you guys can see the action. is Dirt Crew.
How many of you guys think it's going to be Tommy Barlow and Dirt Crew? And on the grandstand side. The final. And then you're under the winner. 2 times tonight. Maximus takes the win over Michigan. So it's going to be a Maximus Velociraptor.
Again, Terry, I should have brought my microphone so you guys can hear me more better. But if I would have had my microphone, it would have probably been a whole lot worse if the monster trucks. So, like I said before, once I get a better camera, I can probably go from there. So. Now, we're going to have motocross go for a little while before I think it's going to be the last segment of the monster trucks. So, now, it's going to be high flying and car crushing is what they were told.
We've got the young Crew Kitten out of Salt Lake City, Utah. We've got Logan Allen out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. And the legend out of Manchester, Colorado. Man, when they come by the grandstand, wave your center flag, make some noise, give them a thumbs up for the big show.
5-minute break. So they're gonna move tires so they can go freestyle. And as soon as the event's over, I am gonna pack up and bolt over to the church. You can see a spire right there. So I am parked right where that light is. I'm in the back of that section. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. So if you guys get any questions, let me know.
Stick around with us. This is the best part of the show still to come, and we're going to be kicking off freestyle here in just about 5 minutes for an incredible confusion to the return of the Mega Motorsports toughest monster truck tour. We'll be right back with you.
So yeah, they're gonna do a 5-minute setup, and they are gonna try to beat the storm. Now, by the looks of it, it looks like there's some rain down in South Fork area and over by Mountain View. Now, if there's anything coming behind me, I would not know where anything is. I would have to check, but I would have to stop the stream to check. So, if it starts to rain, I do have a little I guess you can call it. I have a good spot right here to take shelter. So yeah. Now I'm going to be really excited to see the painted Dodge Dart get crushed or something. But yeah, I knew it was going to develop some rain this afternoon, but didn't know when it's going to roll through. So everybody's scrambling to get set up so they can get running.
All the sponsors that are making this event possible, helping bring confidence got to start with Mega Motorsports, our big event sponsor for the weekend. These brands that are one group, Honda, Can-Am, Yamaha, Polaris, Kia, Report, have their tent over on the Midway and see some great rides. And of course, you can stop by the store over on Highway 63 here in West Plains. Want to say big thanks to Hayden Machinery for bringing out that big loader that you see, adding more jump cars to the track. They'll also be great just in case one of these 12,000-pound monster trucks was to go upside down. All right, we're going to say thanks to a couple other quick sponsors real fast. We're almost ready. So fans, start making your way to your seats. Contract Recycling, West Plains Auto World, HD1, State Farm Insurance, Mr. Dick Collision Repair, Mayfield Auto Repair, HD Food Corral, Holiday Inn Suites, Park, Steakhouse and Grill, Southern Bank, Hughes Brewing, Concept, and Adams Construction. Don't forget,
guys, here's a great finale for freestyle. Now let's zoom in so we get a more better view of the trucks. Okay guys, I'm gonna call it there. So I will catch you guys next time, or actually tomorrow. So I will catch you guys